Paranoia check?
Nope, no paranoia check. It's actually recording. Right.
Yes.
Welcome. Dungeon World time. For those of you who've got no idea what we're doing, this is the sequel to Pendragon. So if you want to wander off and watch Pendragon, it'll only take you about 40 hours or so. Come back here, and you'll be up to date with the story. Right?
Or you can just do what I did and not care.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
doing. All you really need to know is this is like 60 years later. Tony Stark has been on the throne for all that time. And it's now getting to the point where magic can't really keep him alive for much longer. His problem is they're pretty much the opposite of King Arthur's. He has no legal heirs, but he's got literally hundreds of bastards and great bastards by this point. So when he dies, there's going to be the magic that holds the realm together is going to disappear, and there's going to be an almighty civil war. We're going to start right before that civil war.
And we're going to make it so much worse.
Oh yeah, I fully expect you killed Merlin last time, so I don't know how much more you're going to ruin ancient Britain.
We also stole Excalibur. Remember,
We will sing.
We also deposed Arthur too. We put him in the oubliette.
Yes. So many bad things happened.
no, they were bad for him.
A particular point of view, Gray, a particular degree of bad.
From Arthurian legends, bad things happened. From like comedy versions, awesome things happened.
Yep.
So we're also saying that magic is returned in full force. Hence the fact we're using Dungeon World.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably going to end up as its own beast. This is just kind of like the general like framework.
Setting.
Yep, and we're going to start this in media res.
Mm-hmm.
So first up, we'll just do a quick character introduction, and then get straight into the horrible action.
I'm going last.
So Harold's up first.
Okay, so just an introduction of Harold. Harold is a human cleric of the Morrigan. He used to be a cleric in a Christian church until things went particularly wrong in Ireland one day and he converted. He's a tall, hard-faced man who is not particularly... He's not the kindest person as his... As his nickname may suggest.
The nickname we can't see.
Yes, the Hammer. Sorry.
I've clicked on it. It's fine. Right.
Yeah.
Next.
Enda is a Irish druid, conveniently converted Herald, also a worshipper of the Morrigan. And he's basically here to make sure that the proper rites are, followed when Harold inevitably dies.
Your concern is touching.
All right.
In this godless world, you gotta have someone who's willing to look after you.
The Mountain, as that's the only thing he introduces himself as, is an ex-squire. There's not really much known as to what happened to his previous sponsor, but they kind of just disappeared, and all he had was the armor and everything else, with nobody to sponsor him up to knighthood. So he is sort of a man-at-arms in this realm that's filled with knights that have no land. He's attempting to get enough renown and money to actually get himself a knighthood. And he's willing to do almost whatever it takes to do that.
You know that due to my old being in one of the main houses from the last game, I could actually give you a knighthood, right?
Yeah, you could. That's only... But, you're also... Well, let's see. What your character is the paladin? Well, we'll talk about that later.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yep.
A little bit.
By two people. It's not too bad.
You can put that as a bond. Some such and such has decided to sponsor me as a knight. Right. Okay. I am Haster, the eighth down the line of the Stir family. I am This is a legacy character and go watch Pendragon to find out what my family did. Not a lot. Turns out it has fallen into solid obscurity due to the fact we were not able to clue much glory. So I, as the eighth and final Stir alive, has gone out to sing the songs of great bastards of old. Finding in my once imperial and opulent manor a book in a forgotten language, it turns out to be a songbook. So I shall sing the story of my people.
And yes, we have made the jokes.
All
Constantly.
of them, repeatedly.
Just go first.
His description is a plain place in the crowd, a traveling clothes of faded yellow hue. He has a thin body and a constantly gaunt and hungry face.
Just go first.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
All right. My name is Gaiaphes of the House of Gwydion. Yes. And Gideon was the name of the character in the Pendragon campaign. We did a hell of a lot more than the Haster family, but mostly, my character is the one that got the killing blow on Arthur, stole Excalibur, and got the killing blow on Merlin, killing him. We have a tendency to put trophies on our boss pulls. In keeping with the family, my character has white hair. Due to him being a paladin, he has these glowing eyes and a rather worn holy symbol, but a fit body. Because of the relationship between my family and Haster's family, I actually have a sort of... I have to protect him, sort of thing.
Go back and watch the Pendragon game. Just for that.
The event was funny.
Yes.
I managed to critically fail a roll and went insane for a session. It was awesome.
Madness is a thing in Pendragon. Madness is a very, very big thing.
Yeah.
And you done?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
And I am a skeleton.
Just to put that out there.
Yes, you are.
What does your skeleton look like, Mont?
Mott it's a skeleton. What else do you think a skeleton looks like? They all look the same. They're skeletons.
Okay, is it a female skeleton or a male skeleton?
Who cares?
Necrophiliac?
You. Considering your picture,
I'm Mott. I'm a skeleton. There's nothing much else to it. I'm a pacifist, if that's all right. If you're that interested.
So what's keeping you together is the question.
Ah,
People need all this sinew and bits to hold someone together.
I don't know. I woke up on the road after having been burnt alive, apparently. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
That's it. That's all you're getting. Sorry. I'm a walking punchline.
So meteor red, you said, Gray?
Yep. So, we'll get straight into it. You all come round. Your head's hurt, or in case of, the dead one, your skull's got a bit more accurate than normal. In the room, there is a dead body with a knife in the front, its chest. One of you has a new tattoo, or possibly Scrimshaw. And for the sounds of it, there's a basilisk in the bathroom. What do you do?
Is there what in the bathroom?
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
Oh dear.
Basilisk in the bathroom and a dead body in front of us.
Haster is going to discern realities. That's plus wisdom. I don't have much. 8. So I get 1. What is about to happen, Gray?
Probably the basilisk is going to smash that door down.
Does anyone know anything about animal control? Do I know anything about animal control? I will dig out one of my books and try to figure out if I know anything about animal control.
I just pull out my sword.
I'll also
We don't have to
discern-
resort to that. Come on. All
He
right,
just
so
Basilisk.
shrugs.
using a book adds an additional +1 or 2 to a spout lore roll.
I think it's 1.
I believe so, yeah. So +2 total. All right, 9 for discovering kind of an idea about how to restrain a basilisk without hurting it.
Basilisks aren't that good fighters. They kind of depend on staring at things.
Okay,
Turning
I'm
into
thankfully
stone.
immune to the stare, in more ways than one.
So yeah, if you could cover its eyes, you'd probably be able to deal with it.
Oh, if I cover its eyes, it'll think it's night and it'll go to sleep.
Exactly.
All right,
Okay, so
someone give me a cloth real quick. I'll tie it over its face.
I'll also try to discern realities. Okay, I only get I don't know what the hell happened. My head's too sore.
I might as well try as well.
Same here. Damn.
What I'm gonna do is discern realities about the body.
That's what I was gonna do, actually.
I don't care about
well,
realities.
you have to ask one of the questions on the discern reality sheet. So it would be like, what happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I do? What should I be on the lookout for? What is here valuable to me? Who is really in control here, and what here is not what it appears to be?
What
That
happened
last
here
one seems
recently?
interesting.
I'll just do that.
Okay.
What happened
Oh.
here recently?
It looks like someone stabbed a man and then locked her in a room with a basilisk, or a room next to a room with a basilisk. You don't have much memory of the night before. Yeah, you're in the bar. You're having drinks, eating, and then now you're here.
But that means
Man.
we didn't stab the man.
We probably didn't stab the man.
But how would we have locked ourselves inside the room?
Enough drink will accomplish much.
Mott got drunk as hell and managed to stab a man, and then locked a basilisk in the bathroom.
What? No, that's
We
fucked
had
up.
a.
No.
Anyways, either way, you take a +1 forward when acting on the answers.
So
Well,
my
what
question,
What should I
Gray,
be on
since
the
I got
lookout
9.
for?
Hey, Gray. Since I got an 8 on my discern reality, my question is, what is about to happen?
That's already been asked.
That's already been asked.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, the basilisk's about to break the door down.
Alright,
Yeah,
then what should I be
and,
on the lookout for?
Basilisk.
Possibly, apart from the obvious basilisk, this person who's dead, maybe they'll have friends.
Alright, and with my 9, what here is not what it appears to be?
There's something odd about the corpse. You know, it's not.
I'm
I
going to
will-
throw this out. I'm going to throw this out here. We can probably do all of this after we deal with the basilisk.
Yeah.
This is not here
So-
yet. I mean,
TikTok,
me
the
a-
basilisk is
Like I
coming.
said, give me a cloth real quick. Any cloth will do. Anyone have a cloth?
It's a
adventurer's kit, adventuring
Okay.
gear.
I'm going to
got
grab your whatever piece of terry cloth you've got, and I will go deal with the basilisk. It's cool.
It's the oil. It's the rag for my oil that I use to keep my leather supple.
Ah, gross. But okay,
Are you going to
Ow.
keep the thing on its over its eyes
I'm going to tie it.
while
But-
it's trying to probably tear you apart?
It's a basilisk. They're not very good at that. Also,
Like,
I'm
yeah.
really tough.
We can only so I guess you have a a history of basilisk wrangling.
No,
Are you certified individual?
no.
Oh, we're doomed.
So I'm going to open the door to the room really quick and then close it behind me if I can.
Okay, that'll be defy danger.
Shit. That'd have to be a dexterity one. wouldn't it?
Yeah,
or you,
dexterity
yeah.
would probably go.
or you could just go by powering through by hitting
Hey.
the door versus the basilisk. Yes.
I'm worse at strength, so don't worry about it.
Alright.
I do. There's some kind of complication going on there, I suppose.
What's your-
I'll
What's
quickly
your
open.
highest stat?
Well, to open the door, you're going to have to give it a chance to, like, at least stick its head out into the main room, which will probably not be good for the other people.
Let's all close our eyes, chaps.
So
Yeah, I
there's-
guess everyone look away, and then I'll do it.
Well,
Hide
no, so
behind
it's
the
basically you open the door and it sticks its head through.
Oh, right,
Hide
yeah,
behind the
okay,
shield.
it's already happened. Oh, shit,
Well, you could defy danger by well, I guess that would be strength. So it's by slamming or quick thinking by slamming the door and trapping the basilisk's neck in the door.
that would hurt the Basilisk, though.
But we
total
could.
pacifist, no harm at all.
Oh,
Period.
Somebody else harm the basilisk quickly.
Oh. Come on, I've got it. It's fine. Right.
We should
and I can
probably
see
avoid
a-
that gaze.
I can see a. Oh, I'm fine. I can see a like area between spikes where I can tie it around its head. It seems like.
Can you see an area between the teeth where you can get eaten?
He's a
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
He's a skeleton and half of him is covered in metal. I don't think it's interested.
Yeah.
all
I mean,
right.
it's full of charred marrow. It's not even like not even the marrow is good.
Can can Hester help Mott do this by rolling? Wait, I don't have to be 1 plus bond, so I do have 1 bond with Mott.
Yeah, and give it a go.
Okay, so that'd be a +1, 2d6 plus 1.
I suppose I could cast a spell and scare the shit out of the basilisk, cause fear.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Dan,
good.
I have a
That's
help.
success.
I'm helping.
So here's what I would suggest you do: like you kind of dive and then push the basilisk's head up, so it's not looking at anyone, just at the ceiling.
Well, I have it around. Hester dives forward while the basilisk's head caught in the door, and he grabs his arms around it, so it's looking at the ceiling, but so that he can't get his jaws bit by the
Right.
jaws.
That's basically what I just said. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I have to say I'm doing it.
Yeah. Okay. And then I will tie the cloth around its head, like around its eyes and part of its mouth, so it can't immediately just rip it open. In the back of its jaw, so it like the muscles on it don't have as much leverage.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what that would be.
I'd assume it would be dexterity.
I
Yeah.
would say defy danger,
Yeah,
dexterity.
another dexterity defy danger.
Do I have anything that can help with that? I have an
X
adventure
by
game myself,
immediate
so I
threat.
should do that.
You have the +1 from Pastor.
Yeah.
It's true. All right, so that's a total of +1. All
Better than
right,
+0.
7 is
Yeah.
at least it happens. I don't
Yeah.
know what's going
Stumble,
on. now.
hesitate, or flinch. Did you offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice?
How about it? Like when I'm doing this, it slams into me. Like it slams its head into me, and I'll take a bit of damage.
Yep.
A 1d4 damage? Or the basilisk level?
I'll do a d6 damage.
Okay.
This is, yeah.
All right. So
You did.
-1 armor, so 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you've managed to get it around its eyes.
All right, and now we can just kind of, ideally, we can lead it out of the zone and maybe call animal control if that exists. I don't know if it does.
Hey, Gray.
mythical animal control.
Yep.
Hey, Gray.
Yep.
Do I have stirrups and stuff in my travel adventures kit?
I
Oh,
don't
no.
think it's big
How-
enough for that.
I would say, how big is a basilisk is the better question.
I don't think it's a tame basilisk.
Well, it wouldn't be.
Well,
You'd be
it doesn't have to
breaking
be a
it
tame
anyway.
basilisk. I can make it a tame basilisk.
Or you can
Oh.
be a statue.
I'd say it probably is just about big enough to try and ride.
Oh no.
I mean, that's a really, really terrible like position for something rideable.
Yeah.
Like that would be the worst possible rideable animal, really.
It
You'd
could
have
be
to
on
have-
fire.
You'd have to have blinders on it pretty much all the time.
Not even blinders, just trying to cover its eyes all the time.
Yeah.
Well, we've taken care of that.
Well,
Well, no,
we have to.
Well, yeah, but all the time, even when you're trying to go somewhere, so it keeps crashing into trees and shit.
Now we only have to deal. Now, hopefully, we only have to deal with a corpse in the room if the basilisk is not still trying to murder us.
Yeah, I'm going to say at this point the basilisk is just kind of drops off to sleep.
It just calms down when it can't see anything.
Yep,
It's like a bird.
it's like a giant bird. Should have been a
Alright.
cockatrice for that, but yeah.
We already dealt with cockatrices last.
Yeah, we already done cockatrices.
And that didn't go so well either.
Well, the mountain sheathes his sword now since he doesn't need to do anything. So, what about the other body?
Yeah, let's investigate the body.
There's no real role for the investigation. It was basically, since we're not under a distress, you know.
While they're
Um,
doing that, Enda is going to start studying the essence of this basilisk.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look the body over to see if there's anything on it, like letters or a purse or something like that to identify him.
He's wearing some sort of bloody heraldry. So
Do I-
I like to spout law.
1 second.
Okay, what is that?
Int.
Int.
Int, yeah.
Okay, I think that's just 2d6 for me. Yeah. Slash. 7. So yeah.
Something
I succeed.
interesting. This looks like a Karstark heraldry, which is basically the name given to all the Stark bastards.
Oh, okay. So this is one of the pretenders to the
Yeah.
eventual pretenders to the throne. Is he anybody? Sorry, go on.
Except that they number in the hundreds by now.
Is he
So
like one
really,
of
it's the most common name in England.
But is he sort of? Do we recognize him as a powerful one, or is he just one of the masses?
He's not one you recognise, so he's just one of the masses.
Wait. I do have bardic lore, heroes, and what do you call it? It's it's heroes and Legend of Heroes Past. Would the king qualify as a hero? Would this man qualify as a hero?
He's the knight probably if he's a Stark.
Oh wait!
not.
Oh God, no! Okay, if he fathered that many bastards, does that mean that there are that many knights ready to duke it out with each other?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting.
So
I'm having a side flashback to Gray's Crusader Kings campaign.
good news, yeah.
Alright, so there's a knife in this guy, right?
Yep.
How good's the knife?
Looks pretty good quality.
I take it.
Okay. Yeah, good quality knife, covered in blood.
Washcloths for.
My good companions. You think we should flee out the window?
What else is in the
right there.
room? What else is in the room here?
Also,
wait, no.
how the hell do we get out?
All right. Okay, I'm gonna make one more new the discern realities roll. Is that okay, Gray?
Yep.
I have a 10, so I can
That's
ask.
the rest of our questions, actually.
Yeah, so that's the last of the questions that I missed because I was getting dinner, breakfast.
Food.
So that's
So, who's really in control here? What here is useful or valuable to me? Those are the only ones that haven't been asked yet.
in control. That's kind of a hard one to answer. You don't really know much about the situation, so I'm gonna have to say I can't answer that one. What is useful value to you? There is another kind of pack in the corner that seems to be it's kind of like a standard inn room, but there's a pack in the corner that's not really yours. He doesn't recognise any of yours.
No, I got a great one for you, Gray. We said it for the who's in control one. It's whatever official finds the body.
What here is not what it appears to be. don't think you asked that one, have you?
I don't think so. No.
No.
That's my third one.
You're pretty sure you didn't kill this person, and the basilisk in a room is a bit unusual. Something weird is going on here.
Sounds like a
I
bad
will-
joke.
I will investigate the pack. Haster will investigate the pack.
All right. The pack seems to contain this man's gear. Letters, stuff like that. No
Use-
money.
Use
no form
eyes
of
on letters.
identification.
Use eyes on letters.
Though I do not recognise letters.
Okay, read letters.
You can't do that. You're illiterate.
Well, I wouldn't be. Let me have a look at the letters.
Use mod on letters.
I don't know. I
What?
recognise Mott. Sorry.
Programming jokes.
Yes. If you're old enough to remember those computer games, you're too old.
Graver text parser.
Yes. The letters seem to be a older lord who's asking for help. He's trying to gather his own men. I had this guy a name, but I haven't opened up my little notes document, so give me a second.
So his lord, I had this guy a name.
Let's learn this man's name.
Howard Karstark. He's basically calling as many Starks as he can. He says, the letter's basically, you won't be king on your own, but if you join with me, there's a good chance you'll get, much more land than you do already.
Oh, we got ourselves a kingmaker.
So, well,
Or
he's
just a
probably
usurper.
well. It's either get a lot of the Starks together and then murder them all, so there are that fewer of them, or to let them
He's a
use
pretender.
or gather them all together so they can lift him to be king, and then they all get some booty.
It's not a usurper because he's not trying to kill the incumbent king. He's a pretender.
Yeah, the problem is there is no legal heir. Guinevere is barren, as she was in the Arthurian legends. So there's no legal heir.
Hmm.
But there are lots of people who could. He's basically the problem is Tony Stark has basically legitimised every bastard he's had because he's a nice guy like that.
Fight it out.
Bastard in every bedroom.
Yeah, the Starks.
The old tradition of the king getting the first night of the wedding.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah, prima nocta.
yeah, prima nocta.
He also added anniversaries as well.
And not uptake. and you
Wow.
nocte.
Yeah, I'm going to do something completely unconventional here and try to open the door leading out of here.
The door,
You
amazingly,
heathen!
the door swings open without resistance, which is always designed to open like this.
It's like
I don't believe that.
It's like one of those escape the room games that we just never decided to use the obvious answer.
I do like how you went for window above door.
Yeah.
Hey, I
so
pointed
what-
out the
what-
door when he tried to go for the window.
What's outside
Let's-
the door?
Well, there is a. Okay, if this looks like, if this is actually what it might be, which is called an inn, we might want to cover up the body because it's not going to be good if we open up the door and somebody spots it immediately.
Put the body in the bathroom.
With the basilisk.
No.
Well, the
We're
basilisk
leading
is
the
like-
basilisk out because that's totally not going to surprise people.
No,
we should
like
probably
I said,
somehow-
No. If we put the
all-
body in the room with the basilisk and untie the basilisk will eat the body, and people will think it was a freak
Okay.
basilisk accident.
I'm going to
I'll
step in.
put nose.
Stop.
Wait. I
Stop.
want
It's
to
a
spell it
grace-
real quick.
that's terrible.
Everyone knows that basilisks hide in the toilet.
You're an idiot.
I just want to point out you misspelled intelligence.
Intelligence.
You also misspelled valiantly.
My character doesn't have a high intelligence score. Don't pick on him.